Okay, so I've probably done 6 takes of this, gotten through the whole thing, only to find out I was on time lapse. So it's really fast, and I think I'll probably show you a little bit of that just so you know what I'm talking about. But as I was going to say, it appears that we have a new cat. And I don't think he knows that we have him. I think he believes that he is a wild feral cat who will never love me. But that is not true. I'm going to force the issue. I have a plan. So far, my plan has been to put out a little bit of whatever we eat for dinner. I've given him seafood. Well, let's see what else. Uh, we had some sort of a casserole the other night, and I picked out little pieces of things I thought he would like. Dave gave him hot dogs one day, so Dave is trying to. And then yesterday, I saved him half my turkey sandwich. Last night, Dave roasted a whole turkey on his Traeger, and it was so delicious that I now am going to take the biggest, juiciest hunk of that I can find. And my master plan is I'm going to sit on the back porch where I last saw him, and I'm going to just sit still as a statue with that turkey in my hand. And then as soon as he comes to take it out of my hand, he will think I'm a statue. This is the plan. I will very quietly say, "Here, kitty," because as of this moment, he doesn't know what "here, kitty" means, or he's deaf, or he's just flat out ignoring me. But I want him to make an association between food and the phrase "here, kitty." So when I came out the back door the day before that, he was either on top of Dave's canopy in the back of the truck, or he was inside the canopy through the open window there. Because the minute I opened the door, he was just a blur of black fur just leaping in the air to get away from me. And it really broke my heart, I have to tell you, because I thought, I just want to hold you. That's all I want to do. I'm not going to hurt you. I never have hurt you, by the way. And I just want to have a relationship with you. So as I was sitting there brokenhearted watching him run off into the woods, that verse from Matthew 13 came to mind. And it was when Jesus, I think, felt like I felt about the cat, though he was feeling it about people. But he said, "Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who stone the prophets and kill those sent to you, how I have longed to gather your children together," or to myself, "as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing." And that is such a heartbreaking statement. It also is evidence of the gift that God has given us of free will, because he's willing, but we're not. So right there, we have proof that God does not usurp our will. And I just fear for anyone that goes the rest of their days to their last breath, not willing to be drawn to Jesus. That is a really frightening thought. And I was thinking back to my cat. He is my cat, but, and how my goal is that when the storms come, because they are coming, I'm very excited, and when the blizzards come, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that when it's cold out there and windy and there's just no place out there that looks friendly, I want him to trust me enough that he knows he can come to the back door and just give me a little scratch, and I will open the door, scoop him up, take him into the wood stove, make a little bed for him, warm up some milk and put it right there, right in front of him so he doesn't even have to reach for it, and I will feed him little bits of whatever we're eating, and he can just sleep in peace. That's what I want. I want him to trust me so that I can love him. And as I was thinking about all that, I thought that must be what God wants too. That must be what Jesus is expressing in that verse. You know, you will never trust a God that you do not know. I have thought about that so many times, that the people that have the most misconceptions about God, I believe, are the ones that have not spent any time trying to get to know him. And, you know, one day we will see him face to face. It's going to be the most amazing moment, the pinnacle of our existence, actually, to see the love in his eyes and to feel his embrace, the one that he's longed for since we first drew breath. And just what that is going to be like, to live and bask in the glory of Jesus the rest of eternity. But right now, the closest thing we have is to sit at his feet, to be willing, to sit and just listen and let him speak whatever he wants to us. It's going to be loving and it's going to be gentle. It always is. Even when he's correcting us, he's loving and gentle about it. But when I was thinking about that, I couldn't shake it all that day, just the thought that God's heart might feel like mine does when I look at that cat and think, I just want to love you. You know, what if we're doing that to the Lord? So my goal is to be willing. And I would encourage you to do the same. You know, it's what we have. It's the way that we get to know God. And if we love someone, we want to be with them anyway. So today, let's be willing and let's find a little quiet place and sit and just wait on the Lord and see what he wants to say to us. Thanks for listening.